Okay, welcome back everyone. You already know who this is. And today we got yet another unboxing video for you guys. You guys see the title? It's the Super7 SpaceGodzilla from Godzilla vs. SpaceGodzilla. And specifically, this is the original one, not the poster color version. This is the original one. And I think you guys know why I got this. Yep. I'm telling you guys, the supernova hype is fucking real. And I got this from, we're gonna get straight into this honestly. And I got this from freaking INS Hobby, which is like a Asian store. From I don't even know where, honestly. But shout out to them for being the only place that has this guy. Because I could not find this guy anywhere. I'm gonna have to do this off camera. God damn, this is too much tape. Alright, so I figured out a way to open this thing. So we got that out of the way finally. And yeah, we can just flip this over apparently. And inside we got some bubble wrap on the actual box. Let's see if we can actually slide this out. I think we can. Yes! Alright. Here we go. As you guys can see the front of the box already. SpaceGodzilla, 1994. Let's go. Alright. Now we gotta figure out how to open this freaking bubble wrap shit. I already see some tape. If I can open this up. Come on. Okay. Oh, you know, we're just gonna do this. I'm not gonna lie. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Now we just rip all this shit. Come on. Yes. Okay. Alright. I think we got it. Oh, I already see SpaceGodzilla a little bit. Very nice. Cut this real quickly. The hell was that? Yes, I think we got it. Huh, I've never seen that before. Boxes that have these things. It's kind of cool. They were in the freaking corners. Anyways, let's get SpaceGodzilla out from his bubble wrap prison. We almost got it. Come on. We got it. We got it. Oh, yeah, we got it. I've never seen that before. People packaging their things with these things in the corners. It's kind of cool. But anyways, finally, SpaceGodzilla is here. I'll let you guys get it the first look. As you can see, the window box. Very nice. All his accessories, all his glory. Let's fucking go. I was looking forward to this guy for like 2 weeks now since I ordered him. Kind of fast shipping for it coming from an international country. Anyways, SpaceGodzilla on the side. Same thing on the other side. I don't want to leak myself, so I have to do it like this. And then the back of the box, the poster from Godzilla vs. SpaceGodzilla. And then SpaceGodzilla's bio. If you want, you can pause and read everything. Very nice. And then the top of the box, there's Ultimates. And then the bottom of the box. Very nice. Alright, so I don't remember how to open one of these boxes. I haven't gotten one since the freaking Atomic Breath -1 Godzilla, which I did do a video on. You should definitely check it out. But anyways. Okay, let's get this show on the road right off the bat. If I can do this, okay? All right, so again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel or else this guy will come clap your cheeks tonight. All right, let's get this over with. So I'm excited for Supernova. And I got an idea for a supernova display. on one of my shelves. All right. We're gonna have to flip this over like so. Okay. I'm gonna pull it out like so. I'm gonna set this down. All right. Let's pull the tray out like so. Okay. Nice and easy. Okay. And so here is SpaceGodzilla himself. I actually haven't gotten a chance to look at him myself, but from what I'm seeing, I am really liking this guy and all of his accessories. All of this is gonna be a fucking awesome figure to have. All right, now let's see if I can take him out. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. There's a back piece actually. And of course there's tape. Alright, so I got the tape out of the way. So now we can at least take out the back tray first and see what we got. Some of the accessories we got. SpaceGodzilla's long ass tail, and of course his crystals. And these things should be easy to take out, I'm not gonna lie. At least the crystals. Okay. Okay, we can take the crystals out at least. I hope. Come on. Oh, for real? Oh, they do not want to come out. I got it. Let's go. Come on. Okay, so here's two of SpaceGodzilla's awesome crystals. Very nice. Alright. Let's get the other ones out real quickly. Okay. That was easy. Try to take them out if we can, of course. Oh, these are a pain in the ass to do. Motherfucker. Okay, let's just go with SpaceGodzilla's tail. Come on. Oh no, putting this on is gonna be a pain in the ass. I can just tell. It's kind of been the thing with Super7's tails. Like both of my -1 Godzilla's tails were a pain to put on. Alright, so getting those things out of the way took way longer than it should have, but finally they're out of the way so we can just take SpaceGodzilla's tail out. And god fucking damn, look how long this shit is, bruh. God damn, but look how translucent his crystals are on this tail. His crystal dagamizer, whatever it's called. That is fucking awesome. The crystals on his tip. Look at that. Fucking beautiful. Oh no, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright, so now we just gotta take these crystals out. Okay. It's much easier like that. But here's the other ones, and we got two more along with SpaceGodzilla himself. So here's 4 of them, 4 of 6, because he comes with 6 crystals. Alright, and now, get that out of the way. Time for the hardest part. Oh no. Let's try to get his hands out at least. Okay, let's see if this will work. Okay, got that crystal. Got the other crystals. And now we got all 6 crystals out of the packaging. And now let's go for his other accessories. Turn it around. Come on. Okay, maybe the hands. Yes. Oh, let's go. Okay, come on. Okay, we got the hands out of the way. Quick view of them. Very cool. And now... Oh, come on. Okay, finally. We got the roaring head out of the way. And straight off the bat, the eyes are spot on. Very cool. This is awesome. Oh, this is gonna be an awesome figure. I would have much preferred if they just like put a hinge on his jaw So we just have one head and we have room for literally another accessory. Could have been anything else, but this will have to do for now. But regardless, this is fucking cool. I like how his crown is translucent. That's awesome. Alright, and now the hardest part. Getting SpaceGodzilla himself out. And I know, yep, there's these twists that you gotta untwist. I mean, they're not hard to untwist. But actually pulling him out is gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Okay, never mind. That was actually kind of easy to do. I just have to pull him out from the front. But anyways, and now the rest should be simple. Hopefully. Let's pull him out from his legs. Oh yeah, we got him. Oh, we fucking got him. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is SpaceGodzilla himself. The next villain for the next Monsterverse film. SpaceGodzilla in all his glory. And I gotta say, this guy, right off the bat, looks fucking awesome. Take a look at those crystal dorsal fins. Look at that. How translucent. They are beautiful to look at. His shoulder crystals, a little bit smaller than what I would have imagined on them. But regardless, they are fucking awesome. And translucent too. As well as his crown. This is fucking awesome. And he's a really nice, big, bulky figure. Definitely I'm gonna display this guy along with Godzilla Evolved and my Kong that I'm gonna display him with for my Supernova display, because I am gonna make one. I literally bought freaking glow-in-the-dark planets just to go along with him, and I'm gonna have to buy some buildings too later on. I literally might make a whole video about this display for Supernova. But for right now, here's SpaceGodzilla in all his glory. On to the hardest part, most likely. Let's see if this same tactic will work with SpaceGodzilla like it did with -1 Godzilla. Okay. Oh no, okay, I'm gonna have to do this off camera too, probably. Come on. Oh yeah, give me a second. Okay, so I finally got the tail on. However, I also ran into an issue with this guy, because the tail does not go in all the way. And it's all because the hole on this part of the tail, where the ball joint goes in, it is not big enough for it to go all the way, so you're gonna have a gap for the tail. But this is the farthest that I can push it inside. So do be mindful of that, because it also means this tail will probably fall off pretty easily, like so. So as you can see, this part inside it is not hollow enough for it to go all the way in. So that is unfortunately a negative point on this guy, but hopefully it'll be the only negative point. Yeah, see, that's as far as it'll go. Yep, that's it. So you're gonna have a gap down there. But yeah, so far that is pretty much the only negative thing I'm seeing about this guy. Because everything else, he's looking spectacular. I can't lie to you guys. So, right off the bat, let's take a close look at SpaceGodzilla himself. From the head, very nice crown on his head. Very cool sculpt. Definitely a stylized version of SpaceGodzilla. Because Super7 kind of has their own style when it comes to their own figures. And it's kind of clear here. But regardless, it looks nice. I like it. And as you can see, SpaceGodzilla's eyes on this head, also straightforward, which is pleasing to see. Alright. And of course, down to his chest, his stomach area, his arms, his shoulder crystals. Do you see some paint spot right there? If you can see it, it's whatever. The fists that he's got right now, the legs, the feet, very nice. Okay. And of course the tail, the back, crystal dorsal fins, very nice, very beautiful. Definitely reminds me a lot of the Monster Arts, the first one at least, because it has that purple shade towards like the center, like downwards, close to his back. And then of course there's translucent as well. Very nice. We do see more of that shading on his as we get to the tail too, as you can see, which is kind of surprising. Very cool to see. And of course the tip of the tail. The crystals look awesome here. You can kind of see where it plugs in with this last crystal, since it's translucent, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so in the looks department, they nailed it. I gotta say, they have their own stylized version of their figures again, but regardless, it fucking works. It works nicely on this guy. Again, the roaring head sculpt, very nice. Pretty much the same thing, just one with an open mouth. Very nice, very cool. And the hands, very cool. Nice paint for the nails, some purple shading I'm seeing. And then of course, the crystals, which they're all the same, translucent, plastic, pretty nice. Very cool. I like these accessories. But now onto your articulation. This is probably where it falls down in terms of quality, mainly because of the tail. Because everything else seems to work nice. So the head is on the ball joint, so you can move it freely, up, down, side to side, all that cool stuff. Then the neck is also on the ball joint, very stiff one. But as you can see, it works. So now you can get SpaceGodzilla to look really up or more down, whatever you prefer. Very cool, very nice. And then the arms, let's try it from here. They go out about that far, mainly because of this piece right here for the shoulder crystal. And then they go back, they go frontwards that far, backwards this far, so you can see it closely. Very nice. And this piece is made of like rubbery plastic, so do be mindful of that when you're moving his arms around. And of course, you can rotate him. How far can you rotate him? That far. So not a 360 from what I'm seeing. It works really nice. Bend at the elbow. Very nice to see. Alright. And then the hands are on hinges. So you can turn them around 360. You could also move them like this because they're also on a hinge. Very nice. Alright, and of course the same applies to the other one. And then the legs, they kick forward about that far. It's kind of to the side actually. But that's how far, oh no, you can do it forward, my bad. So that's how far you can move it up, and then backwards. That's how far you can put it backwards. Very nice. Alright, and the bend at the knee if I'm correct. Yeah, there's a bend at the knee. Oh, it's pretty stiff though. See if it works on this one, just to demonstrate it. Okay, let me take this out of the way, just to see. But you can see, there's hinges, so you can bend the knee. Well, right now on mine, it's pretty stiff, and I don't really want to mess with it too much. But you can also rotate the knee, as you can see. 360, almost 360. Just something gets in the way. Let's see if that loosened it up. No, that didn't loosen up anything, but there is a hinge here. I'm gonna have to heat this guy up a little bit just to move that. But here's the feet, and you can swivel them. I guess they're not on the ball joint, I don't think. No, there's a hinge I can see. Yep, you can move it up, down, and then you can, of course, ankle rocker movement. Very cool. Can't really rotate him, surprisingly. But regardless, that's pretty nice. And of course the tail is all on ball joints. Multiple ball joints all around the tail, throughout the tail, whatever. Very cool. Not as much as Monster Arts, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Especially for a bigger figure like this. It's pretty nice to see. Again though, the tail definitely makes up for the negative point. Because it does not want to go all the way in. At least on mine. But I did hear, like, on a lot of their Super 7 Godzilla figures, their other figures, the tails don't like to go on. Like, I've seen a lot of complaints for the Destroyer one, and then some other Godzilla figures from Super 7. But that's as far as it can go, unfortunately. So, articulation, definitely great, but I gotta say, that definitely kills it for me. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I gotta point out that this stomach piece right here is kind of sticking out quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Looks kind of sus, but that's whatever. But so far though, despite everything, I'm still liking this guy a lot. And yeah, let's go straight into the accessories. So what does it come with? It comes with 6 crystals, clear crystals. And this guy's the only way you can get him, because this poster color version, he comes with everything else, just not these crystals. So these crystals are pretty much exclusive to this guy alone. And as you can see, you get 3 different sizes: big ones, middle ones, little ones, 2 of each. Very cool, very nice variety. I love this. This is the stuff we should get with monster arts as well. Not just effect parts, but also stuff like this, like buildings, or in this case crystals for SpaceGodzilla. So this is cool. These are definitely going on the supernova display that I'm going to have planned for one of my displays. These are awesome. And they're actually not hollow, I don't think so. But they probably are, but they don't have like a hole on the bottom like I imagined they would. They're also kind of heavy for what they are. Like a lot heavier than I imagined. But pretty cool. I like these. Of course, the extra head, the roaring head, as you saw earlier today on this video. See if we can actually switch them right now. I might be able to. Come on. Okay. I'll do it later. I'm not gonna lie. And then these are the extra hands. We get these like claw, like martial arts hands that you see on like Dragon Ball figures. Very nice. And of course we got these like open claw hands. Not wide open, but reminds me a lot of those Heisei Godzilla hands that he comes with straight out the box from Monster Arts. Of course, he's got his fists on right off the box. And yeah, so pretty much that wraps up the accessories for this guy. Not a lot, but no effect parts either. You have to get the 2 set with Mogira to get his Corona Beam. But I don't feel like getting all that shit just for the Corona Beam. It's not worth it. But regardless, this is good. This is really nice. So kudos to Super 7 for providing us with a good amount of accessories. And yeah, so now we go straight into some size comparisons. Alright, so quick update. I pretty much switched the heads, which was actually surprisingly easy to do. I'm not gonna lie, compared to the -1 Godzilla, which was a pain in the ass to do. And I also switched the hands for the claw, like the martial arts hands, which again was also a lot easier to switch. So that's that. Yeah, regardless, here is SpaceGodzilla compared to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Evolved from Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. And as you can see, this SpaceGodzilla is a big 7-inch or 8-inch figure compared to Godzilla, who is a 6-inch figure. And I'm not gonna lie, this works. This works a lot better than the Monster Arts SpaceGodzilla. Because matter of fact, I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna bring one of them up because I have 2. I have the original, and then I have this one. I did videos on both of them actually. You should check them out. The original 2012 one, and then this one. They're up on my channel. But regardless, here they are side by side, and as you can see, one of them is fucking ginormous. And again, compared to Evolved Goji here, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Evolved Godzilla is a bit bigger than SpaceGodzilla, and I don't know, that doesn't really work with me. I'm not gonna lie. So that's that's one of the many reasons why I got this Super 7 figure. That and also because I'm literally so fucking hyped for Supernova, and I kind of want to get a lot of Space Godzilla stuff because it has to be Space Godzilla. I know some people want Gigan, but it's Space Godzilla, bro. It has to be, bro. And thank you, Matthew, for kind of spoiling that on your Instagram posts. So shout out to Matthew for that, who's one of the actors for Supernova. Kind of leaked Space Godzilla in the movie. So kudos to you. But regardless, here they are side by side. And yeah, on to the demoniacal fit, Son Goku. Let's center them so you can see how big Space Godzilla is. Again, he is a big, beefy figure. And I gotta say, these accessories look awesome on him. He looks menacing right now. He's about to fucking go after Goku. But yeah, here they are side by side with each other. Very nice. And of course, up next we have Kong, the Playmates Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this is the best Kong I have in my collection. I'm still waiting on the Hayatoi's Kong from New Empire. But until he arrives, he's gonna be the Kong on my Supernova display. This one right here. It is what it is, but I gotta do what I can work with. And again, I'm not getting the Monster Arts one. I'm just gonna wait for Haya to ship theirs from Big Bad Toy Store. But anyways, here are the people who's gonna be on my Supernova display. Evolved Godzilla, Space Godzilla, and Kong. These three are gonna be on my Supernova display. And again, I probably will do a video on that, because I plan on like expanding it. I'm planning on getting some bunch of buildings or whatever to put him on the display, make it nice and neat, very cool. But yeah, I think regardless, these are gonna look awesome next to each other for my Supernova display. Alright, last but not least, here he is compared to the Super 7 Godzilla from Godzilla -1. Let me center them a little bit. As you can see, Space Godzilla is a tiny bit bigger than Goji here, but regardless, these look really nice next to each other, I'm not gonna lie. And it kind of helps because of -1 kind of pretty much being a Heisei, a modern Heisei Godzilla, so it definitely works with each other. But regardless, here they are side by side. They look fucking awesome next to each other. Very cool. Big 8-inch figures, I should say. 8 or 9-inch, I can't really tell, to be honest. But they're big figures. Very articulated too for their size, so that is awesome to see. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up size comparisons. And I gotta say, he looks fucking awesome like this with his claw hands and his open mouth. Like, he looks fucking menacing right now. This is fucking cool. Alright, so overall, Space Godzilla here turned out to be a great, solid figure. I will say though, it is a bummer to see that one issue with the tail. I mean, it's staying on. It stays on pretty nice. But like, it's not secure. That's the one, pretty much my only issue with this guy is his tail is not secure enough for my liking. But it stays on, so that's all that really matters. But regardless, this guy turned out to be an awesome figure. And if you guys can find a great deal on him, because he's kind of sold out everywhere. INS Hobby was the only place that I could find him, because I tried finding him anywhere for a long time and I could not find this guy. I could only find the poster color version, but I wanted this guy. And eventually, INS Hobby came in clutch and I was able to order it. It will take some time though, because it is international shipping, so it will take some time, but I gotta say it was worth it. And here are the glow-in-the-dark planets that I was talking about for my Supernova display, because here's what I had planned so far. I plan on printing out a new version of this Supernova poster, because it's kind of bad quality because I was running out of ink when I printed this, but I got new ink in my printer, so I should be able to print a new one. It looks better than this. Put it in the back on the wall as a background. Have Space Godzilla in the center, facing towards Godzilla and Evolved, and Kong on the sides, on each of his sides, and then there's crystals surrounding him, and then these planets surrounding him too. It'll be fucking awesome. And again, I definitely plan on buying buildings and other stuff for the display. So I'll probably do a video on that, like building everything, setting everything up, a whole time lapse or whatever. And yeah, so, but for now, here are the planets, the glow in the dark ones. And yeah, so overall, SpaceGodzilla, solid figure, solid accessories, solid paint and sculpt, and great articulation nonetheless. Could have been great, like perfect too, but I gotta say that tail was kind of a turn off. But nonetheless, here's everything all together, all his accessories, everything that you can get with this guy. And yeah, so I can't lie to you guys. You get your money's worth for this guy and some, because man, this is fucking awesome. Just look at those crystals, bro. Already, this is just showing off. He's not even in a freaking pose or anything, sort of. But already, just like this, those crystals look beautiful next to him. All of this is gonna be fucking awesome to display for my supernova display. And one more thing before I end the video, I completely forgot to point this out, but his torso does move just a little bit, but it's mainly just rotating torso. I can't really move it back and forth. It's just rotating just a little bit. So that's the only articulation on the torso that you can get. And his knees, I do have to heat them up for them to bend. But as you guys saw, there is a hinge on the knee, so you can definitely bend them. You just gotta heat it up, because I gotta say, this guy is stiff as hell. But regardless, you guys, SpaceGodzilla, awesome figure. Really happy that I purchased this, and he's gonna be rocking on my display. Definitely a solid figure to have in your collection. Definitely hyped for Supernova. I am so fucking hyped for Supernova. Cannot wait to see how the Monsterverse does their own SpaceGodzilla. I cannot fucking wait for that shit. But until then, everyone, that was my unboxing for the Super7 SpaceGodzilla from Godzilla vs. SpaceGodzilla. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 800 subscribers, so we can do it, you guys. Almost the end of the year. We got 2 months left. We can do this, you guys. The road to 800 subs continues on. And yeah, so you guys take care, everyone. Happy Halloween, if it's already Halloween, because it's already the 28th now, so like in 3 days it's gonna be Halloween. So happy holidays, everyone. Y'all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Supernova.